Okay, what is up everybody? Here we are with a deck from Sammarlotte. It is a triple infantry GDI dog opening deck. So we are a dog shock jump jet deck basically. It's a pretty good deck apart from these Grens. I don't really like the Grens. If you change the Grens for pretty much anything that is in this like sphere of what it does, like if you look at this, this is literally like a deck I was playing. This is basically the same thing. Like, this is pretty similar, this is pretty similar. Like, these first 5 units really makes up a core of a lot of decks. This last unit just is a heavy anti-vehicle unit, basically. Jump Jet kind of fills the same role, though, so I think it's a little weird to have the Jump Jets with the Grens. Normally you'd see, like, Missile and Jump Jet, or Missile and Gren, rather than Jump Jet and Gren. So that's, like, the most unusual thing about this deck. We'll play it in the Credit Blitz, and then potentially we'll do some ladder games afterwards if the Credit Blitz doesn't really highlight the deck properly.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I need to remember when the dogs are, because they're four units in, which is pretty unusual. Alright, so we don't see any rush or anything. Just gone War Factory opening, so we're probably going Pitbull next. Yeah. We need to be a little bit scared if he goes tank. Bikes shouldn't be a problem though, because we have Pitbulls. We're going to try and eat the shot with the dogs. Very nice. Try and eat the shot with the dogs again. And do the second Pitbull. Alright, so we've actually traded dog for a bike squadron. And now we have 2 Pitbulls versus 1 bike, so this is going to be a slaughter. That's 3 bikes down and we haven't lost a single Pitbull yet. We're about to lose one though, this one's going to die.
Unit lost.
So this one should be able to trade for the other bike squadron.
Unit ready.
Yeah, so he's just going to spam bikes against my Pitbulls. I need to be a little bit cautious because bikes are a lot more spammable than Pitbull in the new economy. So it is important to keep your 2 Pitbulls together against bikes. Or 3 if you can do it. Let's get a dog and put it on the back pad just to charge the missile. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's alright. That worked out okay. We'll leave this guy back here. Yeah, so bikes slaughter Pitbulls. The other way around, sorry. Pitbulls slaughter bikes. In the Pitbull versus bike matchup, Pitbull tends to win quite often. He doesn't seem to have anything but bikes. I guess I could just go for a hard counter just because. I don't really need to though, like I'm winning with just Pitbulls. And if I switch, he'll switch, and then, you know, he'll make something that maybe Pitbulls don't beat. But whatever, we'll go Grens just to like showcase the Grens a little. I'm going to get this dog up front as well, because I don't want it anymore. I kind of want to stall his pad though. Don't really care about my half, the game's almost over. Like, the missile's half charged, like the game is literally about to end. So yeah, I really don't care about my half. He made nothing but bikes. He made literally just bikes. Yeah, nice Jade missile as always. Okay, that guy made only bikes. Even when I had a Gren, he made only bikes.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, up against Team America. Another Jade player. Don't know why I want to play Jade, honestly. Wheels going towards my harvester. He might actually block me here. That would suck. Ah, that sucks. Alright, we'll go down here. I don't think he can block me going down there. I don't even mind being down here, to be honest with you. Yeah, Pitbull, it makes it easier to defend your harvester whilst also looking at the pads. It makes it, in general, harder to defend the harvester, but easier to get to your harvester from the pads. Oh, I just tried to build a dog. I instead built my barracks. Feels bad. It's not a big deal though, like I was probably building my barracks anyway. We'll have these 2 dogs shoot this while we wait for the shock trooper to arrive. Mutant, okay. Probably Mutant Chuggy would be my guess. It could also just be like traditional beef wall where you play mutants and chems. Yeah, there's the Chuggy, so it is Mutant Chuggy. The best thing against Mutant Chuggy is air. We only have Talon, so this is gonna suck. We're definitely gonna lose this missile. There's no way we can get on these pads in time, it's just not gonna be relevant. Yeah, we're gonna get crushed this missile. This is the downside of playing a deck of this nature. Wait, what? Oh, I was gonna say. He almost threw it there. Yeah, we can't win that missile. There's no way. Like, because we have to go War Factory into Barracks, and then we don't have an answer to Chuggy. Like, we could maybe have gone Gren, but they're super expensive. I don't think it would come out in time. Also, Gren doesn't really beat Chuggy. Like, a micro Chuggy beats a Gren. Grens are kind of terrible. That's unfortunate. That's really, yeah, I mean, our deck is just so bad against me with Chuggy.
Unit enhanced.
Yup. This is why this deck is not good. Also, he's gonna try and Jade Miss on my base, but it doesn't even do very much damage. Just completely broke, man. I'm just so broke. I can't fight anything. I have to ignore the mutant on my base and try and fight these Chuggy and bites, but it looks like it's gonna get completely tracked. Yeah, I can't beat this mutant either. I'm just absolutely broke. No cash, no units that fight his units. It's not looking good. I don't have a good answer to Chuggy, I don't have a good answer to Mutant. Put the two together and it's a nightmare. Let's try and get this, if we can get this missile, we have a chance. No, I just messed it up by missing the block. That's on me, to be fair, I did miss the block. My base is almost dead as well, from just the Mutant. He's gonna go and Chuggy kill my base. There's nothing I can do about it, because I have no out for Chuggy, really. Gotta get the Gren! I'm actually just gonna lose the base to the Mutant. Yo, this deck is not for me, boys. This deck is not for me. Not a fan. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I could have done there. I have no idea how I could have beaten a Mutant or a Chuggy. Like, I have no outs to either of those units. But I think, like, Predator or MLRS would be even better than Orca. Like, for this deck, this Grenadier should be a Predator or an MLRS, and that would make the deck a lot better.
Building online. Unit ready.
So yeah, I could obviously have, I obviously could have played that game better, but, like, the amount better I would have to play than my opponent because of how far behind I am in the matchup is unreasonable in my opinion. Like, he basically didn't have a commander power, and he was down a pop cap because he was, he had a mutant or AFK on my base, and I still was struggling to win the pads. That's how bad my deck was against his. Like, he was down a pop cap and didn't have a commander power, and I was still losing. So, it really goes to show how terrible the deck is against Mutant Chuggy. The thing is that Grens don't beat Mutant, Grens don't beat Chuggy. Like, Mutant beats Chuggy, which means that you can beat Mutant Chuggy with Mutant decks, but Grens don't. Like, a well-played Chuggy will smash a Grenadier squad. Because it just doesn't have enough hit points. Like, it's too easy to leave a cloud and then drive away. Mutants are tanky enough that they can deal with that. But Grens just fold. Grens are, that's why Grens are bad. They're too low hit points. Like, if your opponent does this, where they drive into your Gren and then stand next to you, then you can kill them. But no good Chuggy player will do that. That is reserved for the terrible Chuggy players. And this guy doesn't have mutants either to back up his Chuggy. So yeah, against an even semi-competent mutant Chuggy player, I think you're gonna really struggle with this deck. Get some more Grens, I guess. He's gonna just drive in and stand next to me again? No, he's learned his lesson.
Unit enhanced.
Like, this is what you're supposed to do, is drive past, and then the Grenadiers take a bunch of damage.
Warning, our base is under attack. Nuclear weapon launched. Enemy base destroyed.
Okay, so I switched to the Orca now, which is the other variation of the deck, because, you know, the Grens are terrible. And we want to try out the Orca variant as well. I do think that, like I was saying before, I think that a Predator or an MLRS is better. Like, I think the Orca being in the third building is not great. It's not terrible though. Like, you can play like Pitbull Shock Trooper as your primary game plan, and then have Orca as just an out to tanks and MLRSs and Gigas. Although you have the jump jets as well, so MLRS and Giga are not as big a deal as they might be for a deck of this nature. Like, you don't necessarily need the Orca because Jump Jet can kill those things, but there's a very popular deck is the Noid Hex Giga deck, which is Giga Chuggy, and then you can't use jump jets. Like, jump jets just get shreked by Chuggy. So we're going to need an answer to these pit bulls. It's probably going to be time for the jump jets to come out. We'll bring the jump jets across. We've got shots coming in. My shots should win because we're on defense. And then we'll send the jump jets over here. Alright, nice. Very easy missile there. Pull my shots up. And get back on defense. I don't really want to move my shock up because the rifle squad plus the 2 shock troopers could probably kill my 3-man squad. Although if he isn't on defense anymore, there's an orca. I'm gonna go Talon for this orca. I'm gonna bring these dogs over for this shock trooper squad. Put the Talon in his path and then send the jump jet back. Yep, very clean win there. I don't think I would have ever even made a Gren, so the Gren versus Orca thing didn't really matter in that game. Like, I wouldn't make an Orca or a Gren in that matchup.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright, so we're gonna open with the Harvester Dogs again.
Unit ready.
Laser drone opening, oh my. Okay.
Unit ready.
Another issue with the Grens, if you do end up playing the Grens, you have a lot of your anti-vehicle tied up in infantry. Like, your heavy anti-vehicle is both infantry, you've got jump jets and Grens. So you also lose to flame tanks, and you also lose to disruptors. Because you just can't fight them at all. I mean, obviously, like, they're tech units, so you can win the game before they come out, but if they do come out, you can't win anymore. You just have, like, you have 0 outs, basically. Like, you're never really going to kill a flame tank or a disruptor with pit bulls. Or at least you definitely shouldn't. Like, if you manage to pull that off, your opponent has misplayed. I'm going to boost as well. I think with defense and the fact that I boosted as well, I should win that fight. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really want to kill this last laser drone with that scavenger hanging around. I guess I have to. Oh, the scavenger moves away, so that's fine. Ooh, that was actually really close. The flamers killed my pit bull just before the missile, just after the missile fired. So I kind of feel like shock pit bull is sort of what I want to be doing the majority of games. And then I only really want to change when they have an answer, like mutant here. Like if it has a chuggy, like mutant's chuggy is something where you need to change from shock pit bull. The Grens don't help you enough. Got a lot of flamers. We can just fight with shots. We need to get efficient trades though, because he's getting money off these scavengers. We can't just like trade 1 for 1. That mutant is like going for my harvester. I don't know where that mutant's going. We are about to win. I need to kill this mutant before the missile fires. Oh my god, it's so tanky. Oh, such a beefcake. Man, mutants are beefy. Alright, I think we're okay now. Put this people here to block the flame that's getting on. And then just kill laser drones as they arrive. Alright, very nice. Get Talon to go down here just in case.
Objective complete.
Alright, I think we'll do 1 ladder game as well, maybe 2 with the Orca. I really didn't like the Grens, obviously, as usual. I don't like Grens. It's not like a personal preference thing. Like, the reason I don't like Grens is because I think the unit is bad. That's my problem with Grens. It's not like irrational hatred or anything. Like, I don't like Grenadiers because every time I use them, they suck. But yeah, we're going to try with the Orca a little bit on ladder and see how that goes.
Three, 2, 1. New objective.
Alright, so we actually got a diamond league game, so I don't think this is going to be a great showing of the deck.
Harvester ready.
We've both opened War Factory. Opponent appears to be trying to stall, so I'm going to get off the pad. Oh, he tried to get off. Is he trying to stall or charge? He's trying to stall. He's trying to stall, right? It's really unclear. Okay, now he's trying to charge, it looks like. We will allow this. MLRS. Yikes. I'm thinking about whether I want to go orca or jump jet. I'm going to go jump jet because it's cheaper. Now push in with the Pitbull at the same time. Alright, nice, that was easy. Jump jet's going to handle that next one as well. Ooh, Shatterer. So we got ourselves like a fortress deck.
Unit lost.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, people ready to Pitbull and burning rubber. Pitbull here with a lasso. Pitbull ready for any fight. Pitbull in a dog fight. Lasso.
Slingshot? Yeah, I mean I wasn't going to make another air unit to be honest with you. I was going to make jump jets and Pitbulls.
Unit lost.
Pitbull here, what up? Pitbull, you the juice.
I just killed the dog whilst my Pitbull killed his Pitbull. Alright, well. Yeah, didn't really showcase much there, apart from jump jets are good versus MLRS.
Nuclear warhead launched.
Maybe we'll give it one more game.
Enemy base destroyed.
Alright, so we're up against Substance. This is a good opponent and one that is in love with Chuggy. Substance basically plays like Chuggy Laser almost every single game I ever play against him. He's playing Chuggy Laser. And he's pretty good with it as well, so we will get to see if I can beat a Chuggy with the Orca. Because we know we can't beat it with a Grant. I'm guessing the answer is going to be no. It's going to be really tough because of the lasers. But we will see. I'm not sure what he's gone straight for bites. Okay. He's gonna go laser after this. That's what he always does. He actually got more bites. This is surprising to me. I am surprised.
Unit ready.
There's the laser. I think he's trying to get rid of enough dogs that the laser can take over the field, because that's, like I say, that's what he's all about. He just wants his lasers. He wants everything he does to be based around the laser.
Unit lost.
And then he probably is going to have a Chuggy coming from a shot. Obviously he hasn't got the money for the Chuggy right now. Alright, cool. So we get first missile. There's the Chuggy. I guess we spam Pitbulls. Not really sure. It's kind of tough now because like killing this laser is very difficult when it's defended by a Chuggy. Like really difficult. Because Chuggy just shreds my shots and that's my primary way to kill infantry as a shock trooper. We're going to try and divert some stuff. I was playing Giga Chuggy, oh my god. I actually talked about this earlier in the video where I said like this Giga Chuggy is very popular. And you know, you're going to get shreked with like Grens against Giga Chuggy. I'm not actually going to kill the Giga with my Orca because the Talon can finish it off. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to use that missile. I'm going to try and kill this Giga Cannon. Oh, that was rubbish. That was really, really bad. I'm really, really far behind now. I needed to not lose that unit. Yeah, losing that Orca without getting a kill was really bad. And now we're going to struggle with Chuggy again. Chuggy's so hard to beat. I just need to win the game here. This was meant to be a jump jet going middle. I messed up. If that was a jump jet, I think I would have been okay. Because it would have just got on the pad. But now I don't think I'll live long enough. No, I think we're dead. Yeah, I don't think we can win this matchup. I can't beat Chuggies. Like, this deck cannot beat Chuggy. You really have to have like a very powerful unit to defeat Chuggy. You need like tank. You need tank or MLRS or something like that. It's very, very hard to beat Chuggies with regular units. We don't even have missiles for like a cheap response unit to all of this stuff. Yeah, this is I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how to win this game. I don't believe I can defeat Chuggy Giga with the deck I have. We'll give it a go though. We will continue trying. Get two jump jets on the Chuggy maybe? No, they just get wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Wasn't even remotely close. That Chuggy just annihilated the double thing.
Unit enhanced. Unit lost.
I have no money for another jump jet. I think I'm done here, chat. I don't see any way out of this one. Can't make anything to get through these gigas.
Unit lost.
Oh, sorry, Chuggy. I can't make anything to get through the Chuggy. Yeah, it's just this deck is so bad versus Chuggy. I think just it doesn't really matter how you build it either. Like this deck is going to be bad versus Chuggy.
Unit lost.
It's just the nature of it. Like the core units of the deck do not help you against Chuggy.
Cancelled.
So you really need something else. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know how I could have won that. Like the first Orca, losing the first Orca obviously was a huge beating. Maybe if I don't lose that, but again, I'm so far behind. So there you go, guys. There's the decks. I wouldn't recommend either of them because they can't beat Chuggies. Like it's that simple. Like Chuggy is super popular right now. Both of these decks are very, very bad against it. So I wouldn't really recommend them. I'm not great with Orca. Like if I was a better Orca player, maybe I could have taken care of some more stuff with that Orca. Obviously the first Orca play was horrible. But even so, like he's just going to make lasers. He's going to make a wall of lasers with a Chuggy rotating through it and a Giga behind. And there's nothing in my deck that can crack that. Like there's just absolutely nothing that I can do about it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope Sammarlotte learned something about the decks. I mean, maybe he's having more success with it than I am, but I wouldn't touch these decks. And yeah, see you next time.